It's cold in Ohio. And what do you do when it's cold in Ohio? Well, I'll tell you what you do. You just hop on a motorcycle and get out on the ice. Well, there's a lot going on here. I'm an artist, I'm a musician, I love to play around, and I like to go places and do things. So join me on my adventures and I'll share them with you. Let me know what you want to see here on the Ohio Jimbo channel. Now this is Buckeye Lake, Ohio, and this is ice racing. And you can tell there's the bikes are done a little bit different. They're normal bikes, but they've got studs in the tires. You can see the studs are there to grip the ice. And there's studs on the sides and on the middle, and it helps them get to these turns. And then they can grip that ice, and it's just like an open track. So they built this track out here. Some people come out there and they shovel off a little path and it gets down to the ice level, and there's just snow on top of it, but it gives kind of a general idea for people to go. But I thought one of the cool things to do would be just to kind of let you see this footage, because man, the footage speaks for itself. You can kind of enjoy this ice racing, a beautiful day at Buckeye Lake, and these guys are all having fun out there. There's not too many rules, but everybody tries to obey some of the rules, which is keep going in the same direction. And there's everything from motorcycles to quads. There's even some of the ice boats that are out there. But it's a great time, it's a fun time. You get to see a lot of excitement. The lake is solid 10 to 12 inches of ice. There are some soft spots and there are some places that will crack, but for the most part, the ice holds the bikes and holds people out there on it. And you just kind of have to be cautious. It's not something you'd want to drive a car out on, I don't think. But most of the lake stays frozen, but we never know when that's going to be. We just don't, because no one can predict when there's going to be a deep freeze long enough. And it typically happens late in January, early in February. This year we did get lucky because it came a little bit earlier. But getting out and doing this is just an exciting thing, and everybody's tuning up their bikes, and most people have their bikes winterized, but these people were out here and they've got the quads out, the bikes out, a little bit of everything. So it is a fun time, and it's a great spectator sport. You ever come out, you can sit in your car right over here in the parking lot and grab some binoculars and see who's doing what out on the ice. I'm kind of lucky because I threw this drone up and I got some pretty good shots from above it. And what I decided is I'm just going to roll off this drone footage and let you watch it and put down some music just so you can kind of get a feel for the mode that's out there. And it's really, in person, it's fun to see this. It's exciting, and I hope you get a chance to come out here. Now, this is right off of Leibs Island, which is the far west end of Buckeye Lake. That's clear over in Fairfield County. There's also Licking County by Buckeye Lake, and then on the far side is Perry County. But this is in Fairfield County, just outside of Millersport. When you come on to Leibs Island, you'll see the state parks there, and you'll hear them. You'll see all the trucks everybody's pulled off there, setting up all their gear and stuff. So, if you want to enjoy this footage, please do. Scroll through it, see if you see anybody you recognize, see if you see anything that looks like fun to you, and if you want to come out and see when they are, it's really almost a time of checking it out when the weather's cold and seeing when it would be, because you never really know when the lake is going to freeze completely over. But right now it's got a good freeze going to it. So I hope you enjoy this footage, and if you have any questions about the ice racing that I could answer, don't hesitate to hit me in a comment below just so I can kind of respond to you. But there's a lot out here, a lot to see, and we all have fun kind of getting out and recording this. These are shots that I've taken from a couple different ice racing events, some on different days, but for the most part you can see the lake's the same thing. They kind of keep the track in the same place. But it is a fun time. So if you get a chance, stop out, Leibs Island, just outside of Millersport, at Buckeye Lake on the far west end of Buckeye Lake. If you come off 79, come through the old town of Buckeye Lake, and then come down into Millersport, and you'll see directions to get to Leibs Island. But it's a fun time, and if you do want to come out, I think you can check with the state parks and see when they do it, because it's not really coordinated. It's not coordinated by any organization, since it's literally once the ice freezes, it starts to gear up. And people will gather around, and you'll see them there at the boat ramp. And it's right by where that stern wheeler is, so you can't miss it, the Queen of the Lake. So stop out, see what it is. And if you enjoy it, great, give me a thumbs up. If you don't, well, quit watching. But for all intents and purposes, this is Ohio Jimbo. I hope to see you out there in here.